Liz, good morning. How are you? Did you get the wedding invitation yet?
It's way too early for this kind of nonsense. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you, Amanda? Why would you think sending me a wedding invitation was even remotely appropriate?
What do you mean, why? It's a wedding invitation. That's kind of the whole point, inviting you to my wedding, duh.
I can see what it is. I'm asking why you thought I'd want to receive one. Have you actually lost your mind?
What? No. Come on, it's totally normal to invite your bestie to your wedding. We've been friends since middle school, remember?
Right. It is normal to invite your best friend to your wedding, as long as that best friend's boyfriend wasn't the groom, and as long as you didn't steal him from her while they were still dating.
Are you still hung up on that? I already apologized, remember? It was ages ago. Time to move on, don't you think?
Are you seriously asking me to just get over it? I was with Dave for 4 years, Amanda. We were already talking about our wedding. And then out of nowhere, you show up, announce you're 2 months pregnant with his baby, and tell me to let him go? Then barely a month after we break up, you send me a wedding invitation? What kind of twisted logic do you live by?
Well, I mean, the pregnancy kind of changed things, you know? I had to tell him, and he had to take responsibility. It's not like I planned it or anything. Things just happened.
Honestly, I don't care anymore if you two get married or crash and burn, but don't fool yourself into thinking I've forgiven you. I hate you, deep down, with everything I have. So do me a favor, don't send me garbage like this invitation. You don't invite the groom's ex-girlfriend to the wedding you ruined her chance at. Stop involving me in your mess.
Jeez, don't be so harsh. I know things got a little messy, but you're still my friend, aren't you? I want you to be there on my big day. I want you to see it and celebrate with me. Please, Liz.
Yeah, no, you just want me there so you can rub it in. You want to watch me squirm from the front row while you parade around in a designer dress, clutching the man who was mine. You want that smug little satisfaction. Don't act like I don't know how you operate. I've known you for over a decade. I know you.
Okay, fine. Maybe I do want to show off a little. Is that so bad? I mean, come on. Do you know how much I'm spending on this wedding? $60,000. I had to get married before my body started going downhill, so I didn't have a ton of time, but I still made it gorgeous. Dave told me I could spend whatever I wanted, so I did. We're talking a full glam wedding. Lights, fireworks, gourmet, everything. I'm gonna look like royalty, and I want you to see it. To sit there and marinate in regret.
Your taste is disgusting, and your personality even worse.
Aw, come on, be honest. It's a little satisfying, right? I mean, back in school, it was always you getting the attention. You were the one guys chased. No one looked twice at me. But guess who ended up on top? Guess who gets the happy ending?
This isn't a fairy tale. You destroyed a relationship and latched onto the wreckage.
Or maybe I was just smarter. You had him for 4 years and still didn't lock him down. Me, I swoop in, get the ring, get the baby, get the dress. Looks like brains beat beauty after all, huh? Sorry, not sorry, Liz.
You are vile.
Well, I'm just saying. You could have been the one marrying Dave, but now I am, and I'm having his child. Oops. So, the least I could do is let you see what you're missing, right? I'll even give you front row seats.
You think I'd show up to that circus? Dream on. I'll be returning the RSVP with a firm decline. Enjoy your little fairy tale, and don't you ever contact me again.
Aw, lame. You're no fun, but whatever. I'll send you the wedding photos later anyway. Bye, Liz. Enjoy your single life.
Walking down the aisle right about now? Why are you blowing up my phone?
Because this is a disaster. Please, Liz, do you have Dave's contact info? I know you do. Just give it to me.
Dave's contact info? You have it too, don't you? Why are you asking me?
Because he ran. He's gone, Liz. He said he was going to change for the second outfit and then nothing. He just disappeared. And now everything's gone. His bag, his suit, his wallet, everything. I tried calling him, texting, emailing. He blocked me on everything. Even the stuff in the groom's room is gone.
Wait, are you serious?
Dead serious. I cornered one of his supposed cousins. Turns out none of them were real. His parents, his friends, all actors. They were hired for the day. I don't even know who I married. Liz, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What? What do you mean you figured? Are you involved in this?
Not involved, but you're the third woman this month to come yelling at my door about the same thing.
What?
Yeah, it's looking like Dave had at least 4 women on the hook, including me and you. Wouldn't be surprised if more came out of the woodwork. And guess what? He promised marriage to every one of them. Then on each wedding day, he bailed, took the cash gifts, and ran. One woman said he emptied her savings account, too.
You're joking. You have to be joking.
I wish I was, but no, it's real. And I guess he told all of you that my house was his house because all of you poor girls keep showing up at my front door. It's gotten so bad, I've started packing to move.
Who cares about your stupid move? You're telling me Dave conned me? He's a literal con artist? That's marriage fraud. That's a crime. And you just sat on this?
Honestly, yeah. I didn't even realize he was cheating on me with you, or with others. He was weirdly good at hiding it. I only found out after the first girl showed up crying on my porch.
And you didn't think to tell me? If you knew he was a fraud, why didn't you stop the wedding? You could have saved me.
Excuse me? You stole my boyfriend, remember? You knew we were together, and you still went after him. So, no, I don't owe you anything. Warning you would have been like helping out a thief.
We were best friends, Liz. You could have helped me just this once.
No, we were best friends until you slept with my boyfriend and got pregnant. After that, you became someone I didn't owe a damn thing to. But hey, credit where it's due. Because you took him off my hands, I got to dodge a huge financial disaster. So, thanks for that. Really, saved me a fortune.
If you're so grateful, then why didn't you say something before I got this far? Do you have any idea what today was supposed to mean for me? The venue's in chaos. The guests are panicking. The groom is gone. I have to refund the gifts, but there aren't any. And guess who paid for everything? Me. I'm stuck with the $60,000 bill.
And that's my problem how? It's not my wedding, not my groom. I didn't scam you. Dave did.
He's your ex. That makes this your mess too. You owe me, Liz. You can pay the $60,000. You can pay it back with the money you didn't lose thanks to me.
What kind of backwards, desperate logic is that? I was never married to the guy. I didn't sign a contract or plan a ceremony or send out invites. I was just another name on his little rotation. You want me to pay your wedding debt because I dated him once? What is that? Emotional taxation?
You knew what he was. You could have stopped this. You could have told me and saved my future. No, this whole thing wouldn't have even happened if you hadn't been dating him in the first place. If you had seen through him sooner, none of us would have been dragged into this.
Amanda, let me break this down for you. You slept with my boyfriend. You got pregnant by him. Then you planned a wedding with him behind my back. And now that it all blew up in your face, you're blaming me?
Yes, because I don't know what to do. I have a baby, Liz. It's his. What do I do now? He's gone. I can't raise a kid by myself.
Then talk to your family. Find a lawyer. File a police report. He's clearly done this before. Maybe they'll catch him this time. It's going to be hard, but you're not the first woman to raise a kid alone. You'll survive.
I can't. I don't even know where to start. Just please, Liz, don't hang up. Don't leave me alone right now. I have nothing. Please help me.
I'm sorry, but this is the part where you have to face what you did too. You betrayed me, and Dave betrayed you. That's not a coincidence. That's the cost of trusting someone who lies and becoming one yourself. I wish you luck, I really do. But I can't be the person to save you.
Liz, please.
After that fiasco, Amanda completely unraveled at the wedding venue. I heard it wasn't just a few tears or a quiet breakdown in the bridal suite. No, she went full meltdown mode. In front of everyone. She was screaming at people, throwing accusations, pacing back and forth in her gown like a woman possessed. The guests didn't know where to look. Some just stared in disbelief, while others tried to pretend they were suddenly very interested in their champagne glasses. And then, in the heat of it all, with her voice cracking and her makeup smudged beyond recognition, she blurted it out. She confessed, loudly, without any finesse or remorse, that she had stolen Dave from me. I wasn't even there, but the guests told me how their jaws dropped. The room went silent. One woman spilled her wine all over her dress and didn't even notice. It was that shocking. Apparently, Amanda said it like it was some sort of badge of honor, as if having snatched him away proved something. But all it did was expose her to the reality everyone else had been too polite to mention. The foundation of her relationship was nothing but lies, betrayal, and desperation. People started to leave. Some did so quietly. Others didn't bother hiding their disgust. I'm told one of her aunts called her shameless on the way out. Amanda, still in her wedding gown, tried to regain control of the situation. She grabbed the mic, laughed awkwardly, and said they'd return the wedding money to anyone who wanted it. But it was too late. The illusion had shattered, and no one was interested in playing along anymore. Eventually, she had no choice but to dismiss everyone. Guests were ushered out, and Amanda was left standing in the wreckage of her own choices. No reception, no dancing, no cake cutting, just silence, stunned family members, and a pile of unpaid bills. And those bills, they were significant. She and Dave had spent lavishly, the kind of over-the-top, Pinterest-perfect wedding that's more about appearances than meaning. Designer everything, imported flowers, and a string quartet flown in from another prefecture. A production. And now, without guests or goodwill, that dream had become a financial noose. Amanda's parents, once proud and smiling as they walked her down the aisle, were now holding emergency family meetings trying to figure out how to pay for a wedding no one enjoyed and no one wanted to remember. And Amanda, she couldn't even process the numbers. She was too busy dealing with her crumbling image, her imploding marriage, and, most critically, her pregnancy. Because yes, she was expecting. At the time, she'd believed having Dave's child would seal the deal, bind him to her permanently. A kind of twisted romantic insurance. But now, as her belly grew, so did her problems. The costs of prenatal care, hospital fees, baby supplies, it all piled on top of the wedding debt like bricks on her chest. I heard she cried in her mother's arms more than once. Cried because the fairy tale she had fought so hard for had turned into a nightmare, and there was no going back. As for Dave, his downfall came just a few weeks later. 2 months after the wedding, the police caught up with him. He was arrested, not just because of what he did to me, but because he'd done it to others, too. Multiple women had filed complaints, some about financial deception, others about emotional manipulation, and still more about things I can't even imagine. It turns out Dave had been running a long con on more than just me. He had a pattern, a history, and eventually it all caught up with him. Amanda was blindsided. She had thought she was the exception, that she had won the prize. But what she got was a man with a mask, and when that mask finally came off, all she saw was a hollow shell with nothing to give and everything to take. Their relationship devolved into a bitter legal war. Amanda filed for separation, tried to sue him for damages, and even fought to have his name removed from the child's birth certificate. Dave, of course, didn't go down quietly. He dragged her through countersuits, blamed her for manipulating him, painted himself as the victim. From what I heard, they both came out of the court proceedings looking like ghosts. The sparkle was gone, the smugness, the pride. They had consumed each other in that toxic spiral, and all that was left was the ash. Ironically, I got the smallest but sweetest slice of justice. A few weeks after his arrest, I received a small bank transfer labeled as compensation. Just enough to cover the cost of my move to a new apartment. Nothing flashy, but symbolic. It felt like the universe quietly tipping its hat to me, acknowledging the mess I had endured and giving me a clean slate. Moving wasn't easy. I had to leave behind the neighborhood I loved, the coffee shop where I knew everyone by name, the park I used to walk through with Dave when I still believed he was someone worth loving. But packing those boxes, I realized I wasn't just moving physically. I was moving on emotionally, and that, more than anything, was liberating. Now, with some distance and clarity, I can see everything for what it was. I wasn't a fool. I was someone who wanted to believe in love, someone who gave her heart to a man who didn't deserve it. I was betrayed, but I came out of it stronger, smarter, and oddly enough, more hopeful. Because if nothing else, this whole ordeal showed me exactly what I don't want in a relationship. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want drama disguised as passion. I don't want someone who sees love as a game or a transaction. I want honesty, stability, peace. And Amanda, well, I don't envy her. She has a child on the way, and she's doing it without a supportive partner or a stable foundation. I heard she moved back in with her parents, that she's been keeping a low profile, trying to avoid the stares and whispers that follow her around town. I imagine the shame still clings to her like the train of her wedding dress. But I don't hate her anymore. I used to fantasize about yelling at her, making her feel the pain she caused me, but now I just feel nothing. Maybe a hint of pity, because what she did wasn't just cruel, it was self-destructive. She hurt me, yes, but she also wrecked herself in the process. That's not power, that's desperation. Dave, he can rot for all I care. His chapter in my story is closed, locked, and buried. As for me, I'm okay. More than okay, actually. I'm rebuilding. Reclaiming who I was before all of this happened. Surrounding myself with people who actually care about me. Laughing again, trusting again. Slowly, but surely. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.